Hey, today I want to walk you through one of the most famous short poems in all of Chinese literature. It's only 4 lines long, but it has stayed in people's hearts for over 1,200 years. The poet is Wang Wei, and the poem is called Xiangxi, which we can translate as love seeds. Let's start with the man himself. Wang Wei lived from about 701 to 761, right in the middle of the Tang dynasty. He was that rare person who was great at more than one art. He wrote poetry, he painted landscapes, and he played music at court. Friends called him the poet Buddha because of his calm, meditative spirit. His poems have a special quality. They feel like paintings you can walk into. He doesn't explain his feelings. He shows you an image and lets you feel it yourself. Xiangxi is a perfect example of that. So let's hear the poem in English first. Now let me read it in English. Red beans grow in the southern lands. When spring comes, how many branches sprout? I hope you gather plenty of them, for nothing holds more longing than this. Okay, let's go line by line. Line 1. Red beans grow in the southern lands. The red bean here is the love pea, a small bright red seed from a vine in southern China. For centuries, Chinese people associated these seeds with love and missing someone. So the very first image already carries a whole world of feeling. Wang Wei doesn't say I miss you. He just names a red bean growing far away in the south. And you feel the distance, the warmth, the longing, all at once. Line 2. When spring comes, how many branches sprout? Notice how he turns from the bean to the whole plant. Spring arrives, and the vines send out new branches. But he frames it as a question. How many? That question is gentle, almost playful. But underneath it is worry. Will enough grow to send to you? Spring means renewal, but it also means another year of being apart. Every new branch is both hope and ache. Line 3. I hope you gather plenty of them. Now he speaks directly to the person he's missing. The word June means you, with warmth and respect. He's imagining his friend walking among the vines, picking red seeds. There's something tender about asking someone to gather more. More beans means more reminders of me, more reasons to remember. It's a way of saying, don't forget me, even from far away. And the verb kai xia, to pluck and gather, feels careful and slow. Line 4. For nothing holds more longing than this. This is the line that makes the whole poem land. He points at the red bean and says, this, more than anything, is longing. It's quiet, but it's absolute. The word xiangxi means mutual yearning, the ache of missing each other. By saying zue, the most, he makes the red bean the very symbol of love. After this poem, the red bean became a permanent emblem of longing in Chinese culture. Whenever you see one, you think of someone you love. Here's something wonderful about this poem. Wang Wei wrote it for his friend Li Guanyin, a famous court musician. They were close, and the poem is often read as friendship as much as romance. In Tang, China, deep friendship and love were not so far apart. There's also a famous variant of the text. Some old editions say xiao, rest, instead of duo, mini, rest a while and gather. That single word changes the tone from urging to comforting. It shows how alive these poems are, how every reader hears them slightly differently. What strikes me most is how little Wang Wei says and how much he means. For lines, a red bean, a spring branch, a quiet wish. And somehow the whole weight of missing someone is right there. That's the magic of Tang poetry, small things holding enormous feelings. So the next time you see a red bean, or anything small that reminds you of someone, think of Wang Wei and the friend he was missing 1,000 years ago, and maybe send a little thought their way. Thanks for reading along with me. See you next time.
红豆生南国，春来发几枝，愿君多采擷，此物最相思。